to join us. Hi guys, all right, thank you for joining me live. This is Sunday, 9 a.m.-ish Pacific time. Welcome to the Sunday Weekly where we answer your questions live. We've had a lot of questions about OPC Summer Camp, and so we are here to tell you the who, what, where, when, what, everything you know, including why we're even doing this. So thank you so much for being here. If you have any questions, please drop in the comments below. We're going to be live today for a little longer than usual so we can answer those questions. First of all, I'm Lesley Logan. If we haven't met yet, hi. Thank you so much. I'm a co-founder of OnlinePilatesClasses.com, and one of the things we strive to do at OPC is create accessibility when it comes to Pilates lovers everywhere at every level. And a year ago, we did our first OPC summer camp. And we only had 5 classes and workshops, and it was great. It was our OPC team of teachers. It was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of people going, are you going to do it again next year? And I thought, well, if I'm going to do it again, I want to do it bigger. I want it to have something for everybody, which is not easy to do, to be completely honest, to have something that makes everyone happy and also that it's fun to attend, you know. So OPC summer camp, picture like your 1980s, 1990s summer camp, which is like bad food, bad camping tents, bad beds, but also like a lot of fun. So we took up the bad stuff. You get to stay in your own bed. You get to eat your own food. But we have all the fun games of Pilates planned for you. And one of those, so I'll tell you, it's between June 1st and 2nd. opc.me/events is where you're going to go to get tickets and information. You can, unlike most summer camps where you have to just buy into the whole camp, you can actually just buy the class or workshop that is right for you. And I say that because there are going to be some things that might not be for you, and that doesn't mean that OPC summer camp isn't. So we have on June 1st, we have some amazing classes and workshops. Some of them will be for everybody. Some of them will be like just for the right person, right? Depending on where you are in your Pilates practice. It's myself and some of the other OPC teachers, plus some of our guest instructors. All the guest instructors are OPC members, and they graduated from my mentorship at Elevate, so I've seen their teaching, and I chose them because of some magic that they have to truly support you in your practice. Brad's going to join me in a moment, so stay tuned because he's excited. He's a camp director with me. Notice that's because our shirt says it. We are camp directors here at the OPC Summer Camp, and we're using Camp Zoom. And here's the thing. Why are we doing it online when it is 2024 and things could be done in person? And the truth is that in person is amazing, and I love doing it. In fact, we do in-person stuff. You'll see that with OPC Summer Camp, a summer tour, and winter tour. You will experience those for sure. But summer camp is a way, like one, if you can't reach us and meet us in a tour, you can come to that. If you can't come to a retreat, you can come to summer camp. But also, let's just be really honest. Traveling to take a Pilates class that you like is not easy to do. It's not even easy if it's in your own town, let alone there's not a special city that I could pick in the world that everybody could, who wanted to come to that class, could come to. So having OPC Summer Camp virtually and live means that more people from around the world can come. And you can come in the comfort of your own home or studio. And so if you only want to attend one event, you're not like, oh, I'm not going to go because there's only one thing I want to attend. You can come and attend the one thing. And if you come live, you can win a private session, which is so exciting. So again, the dates are June 1st and 2nd. opc.me/events is where you want to go to get your tickets. Let's talk about the events that we have in place. So I'm going to go off of memory because I don't have the schedule in front of me, but when Brad gets here, we'll definitely do that. Let's talk about who the teachers are because that'll be a little easier for me to do off of memory, and then I'll get to talk more about what they're teaching in a second. So we have Sam Wilkinson from the UK. She's a beautiful, amazing mover, been teaching for so many years, and she's going to be teaching a workout on the reformer. Awesome. Thank you, Brad.
You are welcome.
Thank you. I was like, where?
Hey, everyone.
I'm in a stall. This is my husband, Brad. He's usually behind the camera. All right, so Dave.
Sorry, this is Camp Director Brad?
Yeah, Camp Director Brad. It's a T. He's also co-founder of OnlinePilatesClasses.com. You're seeing him right here in the flesh. So the who is Sam Wilkinson. She is from the UK. She's teaching push and pull on the reformer. It's a reformer workout, so if you have access to reformers, then that's what you want. Sound is working. That's great. So she's incredible, and it'll be at 6:30 in the morning for Pacific time, but that means it's 9:30 Central or Eastern, excuse me, which is not terrible if you live over there. Again, isn't that nice? You can just attend when you want to. If you can't attend live, there are replays. I'll have to say that a few times because no one will remember that I said that. Then we actually have Sonia Ahmed. She's a physio and a Pilates instructor. She's a physio first and also been teaching Pilates, and she realized how much Pilates was actually helping her clients as much, if not more, than the physio. Not that to discount a physio, we never want to do that, but she is doing an incredible workshop on Pilates for knee pain, how to strengthen the knees and keep pain free. And I'm so excited about this personally. I've been a runner for a really long time. I retired a couple of times, and one of the reasons I retired recently is because I had some knee pain. And she actually is the person who helped me identify what it was, and I use Pilates to actually support my body and support my practice without having knee pain. Brad will tell you which one of these he's looking forward to as I say them. Okay, then we have Erin Donahue. This is all on June 1st. Erin Donahue, she is a pelvic floor therapist, incredible pelvic floor therapist, and a Pilates instructor, and she's teaching core from the floor up. It's a Pilates with pelvic floor consideration, so it's a mat class. This is for everybody. If you were like, Lesley, there's nothing on the schedule for me, there is. This one is it. Right here, this is for everyone. Everyone has a pelvic floor, everyone. And it's a really great class, and I really wanted to have this on the site because if you are struggling with some pelvic floor issues, you can take this class and then see which moves that you feel really good to your body and replace them in your Pilates practice with exercises that don't quite feel good yet. So that is in that class. Then we have a workshop with Mindy Westfall. This one is on doing Pilates with hypermobile. There's a lot of hypermobility these days, and there are people with like EDS. This is more not about she'll touch on the EDS a little bit, but more like Brad does not have EDS. You would know. You are hypermobile. I'm hypermobile. Mindy is hypermobile. So it's like, how do you hypermobile people can actually make it look like they're doing exercise, but they're not really connected. So she's really going to go over that.
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
Yeah, that's EDS.
EDS. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not you.
No. Hypermobile though, for sure. Yeah. That one's gonna be great. I'm really excited to dig a little bit into that more. Hi Gaia, that's very precarious of you.
Yes, you can't see her, but she already knocked the camera tripod over once today. So
yeah,
here we go. If it falls, we'll get back to you. Yeah, no, it's really gonna be an exciting workshop.
Yeah. And
also, every time I say workshop, you can stay afterwards for the Q&A session, and that's really important that you know because then you can ask personal questions for yourself or if you're a teacher for your clients.
Yeah.
Then we have Tower of Power Happy Hour with Lisa.
Yeah, this one is also going to be just so much fun. Lisa is a character and a half. She's incredibly talented as a teacher as well. She really knows the body and the method. In fact, she's gone through Elevate.
Yes.
In fact,
you can go in fact to the camera.
I think the way that we were choosing who teaches is we went through our Elevate alumni, and that's how we found the teachers for this event. And that way Lesley could feel really confident that she knew them well enough to understand their teaching, because they worked with her for 9 months during her mentorship program, Elevate. Anyway, we have that's one of the most exciting parts is these women all know each other and they're going to be passing the baton from event to event, and it's just going to be a lot of fun with that. And then as an attendee, you get to meet all these epic women from all around the world as they're running down their specific workshop or their class. If you're just joining us live, we're actually talking about OPC on June 1st and June 2nd. We're going to be doing a live event called Summer Camp, and we're covering like who's teaching there, and we were just talking about some of our favorite classes. And this is August, and you'll get to meet August and Bayonne as well.
Sack of potatoes. Come here, buddy. So after Lisa's tower workout, and you'll notice in this schedule that we are doing a workout, then a workshop, then a workout, then a workshop, and that's so that if you are attending all day like myself, or Megan Lauman's going to attend all day, I think Heather's trying to attend all day, like there's people who are attending all day. Then we have a workshop, your control balance on the mat. And that is a mat workshop. It's based on the control balance exercise. Christine Lynch is doing that. She's an incredible teacher. She and Lisa are both fun size, and I love saying that because, again, I wanted to have diversity amongst the teachers as far as age and where they are from this world, and also height and body diversity. So sometimes, you'll see me do something like, I can't do it like that. It's like, yeah, my legs are as long as his, and he is 6'1". I am 5'9". So put that together. This was in my eye. I know, guys. I've been like over here. I'm trying to blow something out of my eye. And it was this like long piece of lint. Last up on June 1st will be me. I'm doing it, the ladder barrel workout. So it's a 50-minute ladder barrel workout. You guys have loved the 20-minute one that we released here on YouTube. We're going to do a 50-minute one. And this is really important to me. I don't do a lot of classes on the ladder barrel. It wasn't that Joseph Pilates wanted you on the ladder barrel for that long, but sometimes you get stuck and all you have access to is the ladder barrel. And I also think that sometimes people just use it to stretch. And I want you to find there's so much strength in your ladder barrel. So that's gonna be me on June 1st. And again, there are replays. Then on June 2nd, we again kick off at 6:30 in the morning, bright and early, with Katie Donnelly. She is Body Motion Pilates. She is a pre-postnatal specialist and Pilates instructor. She actually did Pilates up until the day she gave birth, with OPC in fact. And so I remember her taking videos and posting herself being like almost ready to give birth and doing OPC classes. And I thought that's so cool that she could do OPC pregnant. But then she is a teacher and she is a pre-postnatal specialist. So I was like, okay, that's not everybody. And we had some OPC members who were confiding to me that they were getting pregnant and they wanted to know how they could keep doing their OPC practice. I was like, oh, I need to solve this problem because if they're not Katie, how do they do that? So Katie designed a workshop that helps you understand if pregnancy is in your journey or if you're a teacher teaching someone who's pregnant, how to go about what to eliminate and when, and then how to go adding it in and how it's going to help you with your labor process, which is such a great workshop, which means you can ask questions.
Hey, if speaking of asking questions, if you're just hopping in, write us into the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to connect with you and find out where home is for you. You are also welcome to ask any kind of questions that you may have. Let us know right now. Pull up your phone. Tell us in the chat, where's home for you? Where are you watching from?
Okay. Then we are doing at the next class that day will be Happy Hips on the Reformer with Yasmin Schulten. Yasmin is from Germany. She is fabulous, and we did an amazing live together for explaining why she's doing Happy Hips, like what was the impetus for this. And truly, it was her own personal practice. And I think her being curious in her personal practice, and I benefit so many of you. So you love the Reformer, it's another great Reformer workout. She was going through like a little bit of a back situation. And then what she discovered is the more she opened up her hips and worked on her mobility there, the better her back felt. So that is just so exciting. Then we have the Long Stretch Series workshop with Rachel Piper. She is an incredible teacher when it comes to breaking down exercises and making them accessible. And she will show you not only how you do it on the Reformer, but how you can do it on the mat, so that if the Reformer is not the best place for you right now, the Long Stretch Series, you can have options that actually build your strength up and don't just like give you something to do. I'm really excited for this workshop. Then we have Power Chair workout for endurance training. This is Megan Lauman's Wonder Chair workout. So my Wonder Chair lovers, this one is for you. And it is a can't stop, won't stop. You know, it's going to build your endurance, but it's so cool is that you can repeat these things on replay, different parts of them to help you with whatever endurance activity you have, which could be walking or running or hiking, things like that. Then we're gonna have Empower Mat Resilience and Motion After Breast Cancer. This is with Heather Ingram. Heather is actually really beautiful. You have to see her post. She posted yesterday her breast cancer story. She had been doing Pilates and she was diagnosed with breast cancer, had a mastectomy, and then how her Pilates practice has changed, and then where it is today. And she has this like special place in her heart for teaching people after breast cancer. And also this is for you if you have any shoulder or chest issues. It's a mat workout that's going to give you so much hope and possibility of what you can do in your body today and then how you can grow into that. And then we'll end the day with Lori Watson. She's back with another modifications workshop. This will be modifications on the chair for back issues. And if you have any back conditions, Lori is the queen of modifications for back stuff. She has had fusions, she has a stenosis, and she still does Pilates every single day because it changes her life.
Yeah, that's kind of amazing.
So Brad, which ones are you excited about?
Watch yourself there. Yeah, okay, so honestly, I really am looking forward to the hypermobility workshop, like I said before. We happen to have a second ladder barrel here at our place.
Oh,
so
you're gonna do it with me?
maybe I'll do class live.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
I mean, it is at the hour, that's your witching hour and not mine, so it's for the last one of the day.
Oh yeah, it's the end of the day. That's when I actually do my workouts usually, is in the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, witching means I leave. Go, right? Doesn't it?
Witching is like the witching hour. It's kind of like when like things come alive.
Oh, when you change. Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, when I turn into the Hulk.
Yeah. And you can ask Siri, but I'm pretty sure like.
No, we'll ask
it's
our
like-
audience. What does the witching hour mean? That'll be a great comment for later. Actually, the live comments never stay. Anyway, so we have all these amazing epic women coming through. Are there any of those that were particularly appealing to you? If you didn't hear the full list,
Here's this. I'll go by equipment. How about that?
Yeah.
On the mat, if you are a mat person, we have the pelvic floor. We have the mat class. We have the mat class for after breast cancer or any chest or shoulder surgeries. We also have the Pilates for knee pain. That is going to be mostly done on the mat. And so we've got that. The hypermobility workshop will have mat information and reformer information, so you could attend that for both. And then if you are a reformer lover, then we have the push and pull with Sam Wilkinson as a workout with the happy hips as a workout with Yasmin. We also have building strength with Tammy, Adrian George. Somehow I think I skipped that one as I was going through this. Oh my gosh, she has been in fitness for decades.
Yeah.
Decades.
She's amazing.
And there is she gets really frustrated when people say that Pilates cannot strengthen your muscles and build your bones, because it absolutely can. It's just a lot of people aren't actually stressing their muscles enough to pull on the bones. And so she's going to show you how to do that in her workshop. Super, super cool. The hypermobility will have reformer stuff. Obviously, the long stretch series with Rachel Piper will have the reformer on it, and I feel like there's one more, but I think no. And then if you have a window chair, then that's Megan's workout for endurance training, and then also the modifications on the back for the back on the chair, that workshop. If you have a Tower Cadillac, that is going to be Lisa's Tower of Power happy hour. And then of course my ladder barrel lovers, hello, we're going to do it together. Yeah, so opc.me/events is where you can get your tickets. I'm excited for the whole thing. So as you can see, Brad and I are dressed for the occasion.
Oh yeah, we're your camp directors, that's right.
We are camp directors.
Here's my favorite part about this is that if you've ever, has anybody gone to summer camp when they were a child? You know, if you have, put it into the chat. Let us know. Oh my gosh, yes, me. I was
did.
definitely. You went?
I went to summer camp.
I never was allowed.
Oh,
My
I
parents
went,
never
I
let
went
me
to
go.
a religious one.
Oh, well, I went to, I was in Scouts, so I did a ton of camping
Did you
in
not do
Scouts.
science camp in 6th grade?
Nope.
Oh, I did science camp in 6th grade, and okay, let me tell you the story. This is hilarious. We had to do something that was, you know, I grew up in California. Okay, so my entire life was about not wasting water, not wasting energy, and truly, you know, making sure that you were already recycled, reduced, reused, about the environment. So science camp was up in the Redwoods near Monterey.
Oh, fun,
and
beautiful.
we went to Pebble Beach, and you learn do not take a single pebble from this beach. They'll charge you $5,000. It's a whole
geez.
thing. So we've been when you're raised in an environment where you can tell that the environment is changing. You know these things, right? So I did science camp, and we were supposed to do a performance or some sort of creative activity that was about the environment and ways to support the environment and the animals. And we teamed up with a boys' room and a girls' room, right? So our camp, what do you call them? Dorm leaders, like your camp counselor, right? My camp counselor, Tim, this other guy, and they were both hippies, and they had a guitar, and we sang the song. Oh my God, I can't believe it's not coming to me because I just saw this the other day. What's like I have to. This is how tragic is the story?
Kumbaya,
No, science camp was probably no, don't do that. Don't sing the song. No, it'll come to me. It was like a very like hippie song about the flowers, and we sang it with the guitar. We did nothing.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It'll come to me. I'm gonna look it up.
Teresa, I saw you posted a comment, but then it disappeared. It says retracted. So all I saw was that you're from California, and then it was gone. So love that. Where in California? You'll have to let us know.
Yeah, I'm from Lodi, and then I went to college in Newport.
Okay, right. My favorite part about summer camp is if you've ever gone camping or been to camp. I played when I was doing music. I visited summer camps as a musician, and I got to enjoy the delectable camp food. Pretty poor.
Oh, yeah.
So we have provided the best possible camp food this year. We have eliminated all bugs. You don't have to ever worry about creepy crawlies or spiders in your cabin that's creaky and old and gross, and the beds are terrible. And you don't have to worry about walking to the bathhouse in the middle of the night with a flashlight uphill both ways. You won't have to worry about steering clear of archery. If anybody is laughing right now and knows exactly what I'm talking about, let us know in the comments. What is the thing that you loved the least about camp? I'm pretty sure we solved that problem for you. And that's what having an experienced camp director does for you. And that allowed us to make it so you can just travel straight. It's gone. It's gone. You can travel straight to camp from the comfort of your own home, because we'll be on Camp Zoom, everybody.
Yeah, and so I talked about this at the beginning, but I want to and just in case you jumped on now, why I'm doing Camp Zoom is because one, there are some classes and workshops that are just for you, like one or two that are just so specific to where you are in your practice, and I want you to have access to them for life. When you go to something in person, you don't get the replay. But also, if there's only one or two things that are just for you, attending the entire thing is kind of crazy and expensive, and travel and all those things. And also, some of the things are for everybody. But being able to attend all 7 things start to finish is exhausting. Like, you might want to go, but you might end up sitting out some things. So what's so fun about doing on Camp Zoom is that you can participate live at doing it with us, or you can participate live just watching, but then you have the replay to do it when you have the energy and time. And so that is so cool. And also, we're talking with Katie Donnelly, and you might not be currently pregnant right now or wanting to be, or you might not be teaching someone who is, but you will have that information to re-look back at when that time comes. And that's what's so great. So when you buy these, you actually get the replays for life. But if you attend live, you can go to a private session with me.
That's right. So there's an absolute reason to attend live. And if you're an OPC member, congratulations attending live. We'll give you a QR code to scan to possibly win a private session with Lesley. If you are new to OPC and this isn't something, you're not part of the membership, totally cool. We've actually got you set up as well. We've got a reason for you to join us live as well. You can also win a private session with Lesley. Then for those of you who are unable to attend live, totally okay. You will have forever access to the replays. Okay, so even if you can't join us live, we have a day pass available for all campers. You can register for those activities and figure out hey, here we go, Teresa, we got your comment back.
Yeah.
If you can attend 3 or 4 of them live and you still want the rest of the day, that's amazing. Get the day pass.
Yeah.
It's 56% off, y'all. And that way you can still have access to these replays later. You can get a day pass for each day.
So Teresa's from Palo Alto. Hi, Teresa from Palo Alto. I have good friends from over there. I will definitely attend.
She has definitely attended. I'll definitely attend a session or 2 at our summer camp. Matt and Chair for sure. We'll check out opc.me/events.
Yeah, opc.me/events. If you have Matt and Chair, also The day pass, if you're gonna buy if you like 3 or 4 things that are in the day, just get the day pass because that's where the savings is.
Yep.
But if you are like, oh, I like 2 things from this day, and 2 things, buy them a la carte, it's totally fine. But if you can attend live, it's a lot of fun. One, we love to see your face, and also that's where the community does happen.
Yeah.
It's also accountability, like, because on the replay you can hit pause, you can do the first 10 minutes, last 10 minutes, whatever it is. Like Brad's actually gonna do a ladder barrel workout with me.
What?
Did
Brad just commit to a ladder barrel workout?
He did, because we have 2
We have
ladder
2 ladder
barrels.
barrels. It's true.
We have 2 reformer. You can do the reformer workouts if you want.
Well, we'll see.
Some of us have to man the
Yeah,
computer.
exactly. I gotta make sure that Zoom is happening properly.
Well, we'll take turns. We'll see which ones you want to do versus which ones I want to do. So that's why we're doing it on Zoom, just because I want people to have accessibility, to pick and choose the things they want to come to be able to make sure they're picking things that are for them. And also, it's not that expensive. Like when I go to an in-person event.
Yeah, let's talk about the price. We have had some people say, oh man, how do I get that 56% savings? So that's what the day passes are for, like we said. The price has already been marked down. So you don't have to worry about adding a coupon. You don't have to do anything except for just check out. It's $229 for a full day. Teresa, we're so happy to see you. It's awesome. If you're joining us, if you're just joining us, let us know where you're joining from in the chat, and we'd love to say hello to you as well. We're talking about the OPC Summer Camp, what's coming up on June 1st and June 2nd. We're going to be doing 14 events over 2 days. They're going to be live, but you'll also have access to the replays. And we were talking about the day pass and how do you actually get that 56% savings. It's already been applied. All you have to do is check out with the day pass, and you will have saved 56%. So if you can't join us for the events, you can get them a la carte. If you don't want to get the day pass, you can get them a la carte. But like Lesley was saying, it really just makes sense to get the day pass. Honestly, especially if you're just going to if you're going to come for even 3 of the classes, you might as well get the day pass.
Most people have been getting the day pass, unless they want just like, I have a lot of friends who just want the pelvic floor workout. Like, go Erin, that one is like that one is, I think that's going to be the one that's number 10, because here's the thing, it's not about your Kegels, guys. You could be doing your Kegels and it could actually be making your pelvic floor worse, and you don't have to have had a kid to have pelvic floor issues.
Men can have pelvic floor issues.
Yes, and also like if you just have a bad fall, you can affect your pelvic floor. If you sit all day, that's affecting your pelvic floor because you're actually never able to release it, stretch it out. So at any rate, that one is really important if you just want to know. And again, the Empower Mat, the Resilience After Breast Cancer mat class, again, that's more specific to some people, but it's like 1 in 7 women are going to have that. So that's actually a lot of people, and I really am excited about that. And then, of course, our reformer lovers, we have you covered, okay? So if you are a reformer lover, there's so much on here for you. Whether it is the Happy Hips with Yasmin or the Push and Pull with Sam, we have 1 reformer workout on each day. So if you buy only 1 day pass, you're sure to get a reformer workout in there. And then we have a workshop that is on the long stretch series on 1 day, and then the one building strength on the reformer on the other day. So again, there's at least a workshop each day on the reformer. And then my chair lovers, we actually have on 1 day, we have both chair events. So if you are a chair lover, you can get that 1 day pass and really get the biggest bang for your buck. And those of you who have access to a tower or a ladder barrel, that's going to be on the other day pass. And then if you have issues with pain, back or knee pain, we've got workshops for you. So there's really is just something for everyone. I'm really excited. I just have to a shout out to my team. What you don't see behind the background of all these things is, I think, how many people on our team have really been working on this so far. There'll be more later, but we have Meredith, Jai, Angie, Emma, you, me,
Hassan,
eventually
Lex.
Jay.
Lex scheduling.
Yeah, Jay will be involved soon because he'll have to edit some stuff. So
we're at 9.
We're at 9.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a 10th. And you're just like there's someone else who's
Yeah,
involved in this.
yeah.
So that's really, it's humongous, and the amount of that, like.
I mean, aside from the fact that there are 13 additional teachers.
Yes.
The coordinating of scheduling.
Time zones. We have someone in Germany. We have 2 people in the UK.
Yeah.
We have East Coast is Katie and Aaron. Then we have Central with Megan Lauman and Rachel Piper. and then it's Pacific Coast. Then we have Mountain Time with Mindy, and then and then we have the West Coast with Lisa and me and Heather and and Tammy. So yeah, I got all the time. That's so many time zones. That's
and Lori as
Lori's
well on the West Coast.
Yeah, Lori's on the West Coast. Is that 5 time zones? Germany, UK, East Coast, Central, Mountain. 6. Germany, UK, East Coast,
Central,
Mountain.
and Mountain.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You have India there, and then 6 time zones, y'all.
6 time zones.
So anyway, shout out, big props to Meredith for helping us coordinate and facilitate all of the scheduling of this. This has been quite a puzzle. She's an amazing event planner. We're lucky to have her.
Yeah.
I just started a poll. Who is joining us for summer camp? Put it in the chat if you're going to join us for summer camp.
This is what happens when Brad joins you live.
I get to play with toys.
Normally,
it's so fun.
when I go live, you guys get like 7 minutes. And Brad joins live, he's like, we're going to do this for an hour.
Yeah.
So we're here to answer your questions about whether OPC summer camp is right for you, or if you were like, hey, this is the piece of equipment I have, or this is the problem I have in my practice. If you drop that in the comments, I'll let you know which summer camp is the best thing. Summer camp event is the best one for you. But again, 13 teachers plus myself, so it's 14 of us. As your camp counselors, I get to just like moonlight as a camp director as well.
Yeah, that's right. I'll be the director only. I won't be counseling any of you. But if you need help with anything, you can chat with a camp counselor all day, every day at opc.me/chat. We can answer all your questions there about summer camp. If you're watching this later and you're like, damn, I didn't get a chance to ask my question live, or I didn't get a chance to put into the chat where you're watching from. If you're just joining us live right now, we're covering OPC Summer Camp. June 1st, June 2nd, we're going to be live doing 14 events on Camp Zoom, and we want you to be a camper and to join us as an attendee. Registration is open now.
Yeah, and it's closing soon. So here's the deal: you once the end of the week happens and we kick off the event. When you go to register, it won't be for the camp. It will be, you actually will just be buying the replay, which is fine. Again, you get, those of you who are buying now, if you can't attend live, you're basically buying a future replay. But there is...
Yeah, but after summer camp, they're going to be full price.
Yeah, they're full price.
Yeah, they'll be full price. So right now is when you can still save. Go get yourself the day pass. That's going to be the hookup.
Yeah, that is the hookup. So, at any rate, I started OPC because I was traveling a lot and I didn't want to disrupt people's Pilates practice. Another reason I started OPC was because I wanted people to have accessibility to a Pilates class no matter where they were and when they wanted to move. Sometimes you just don't have the time to actually travel. Think, I'm looking at a package that just needs to go 2 blocks up the street to a UPS store, and I just haven't had the time to go. And so I understand like feeling really busy and knowing you need to move your body, knowing you need to strengthen your body, knowing you need to take care of your body, and just feel like you don't have the time to go to a place. And OPC has always been created so it is that space for you. It is a way for you to like hit play, do your movement, and leave. And the reason why we're doing summer camp is so we can all kind of have a moment where we move together and have this shared experience. And I'm so impressed by all the women who have already told me they're coming for the whole day, and they've like arranged childcare. They've arranged dogs, like they've arranged all these things so that they can attend each event with us, be part of this amazing experience. If you're like, oh, I'll do the next one, I cannot promise you that I'll do a next one.
Yeah, we're not 100% sure that there's going to be a next one. This is a trial for us, and we're really fired up about it because we're actually starting as early as 6:30 in the morning Pacific time, so that if you're in Europe, you can actually join us live. And we're going as late as 5 p.m. start time on day 2, 5 p.m. start time on both days, so that if you're in Australia, you could join us live in your morning the next morning. So, but that for us is like, that's almost 12 hours of class. That is literally 12-hour class because they go all the way.
Yeah, it goes, well, because my lateral class will end at 6, so it's 11 and a half hours, which is really 12 hours. We have to get up. We start the teacher, we make sure everyone's ready to go, we can make sure we can hear everything. Like there's a lot of mic lighting checks before we actually let people into Camp Zoom. And then the next day is definitely going to be 12 hours. I am so impressed with what these teachers have come up with, and I got to do lives with each one of them on my Instagram account, just like asking them like, you know, why did you choose what you chose? Because I didn't tell them what I wanted them to teach. I asked them what they wanted to teach, and then Meredith and I looked at like, how do we have a variety of things. I did tell a couple people, here's like, Katie, I want you to teach pre-postnatal. Aaron, I want you to do pelvic floor. But a lot of them, I was just like, tell me what you're excited about, and then based on the questions we've gotten in OPC members and outside members, like I put together this calendar of events with Mary's help, because I did not organize time zones or or arrange the things, but I am just so impressed with them. So we'll start with
if you're just joining us live, let us know where you're watching from in the comments. We're going to talk about Sam Wilkinson here. She's going to be live from the UK. Her class is on the reformer.
Yes, push and pull on the reformer.
It's called push and pull, and it is a workout. Okay, we've got a mix of workouts and workshops, right? So push and pull on the reformer. She says this workout on the reformer will help you stabilize and at the same time find your longest connections, helping you lengthen your spine and feeling grounded in your practice by finding the way to the two-way stretch through the entire body. Let's get curious. How much more reach can you find in one area whilst grounding? Sorry, she's definitely from the UK because she used the word whilst grounding and pulling away in another.
I promise you are going to love her voice. Like, attend, if you feel like I've never heard that name before, you don't need to. Attend just for the musicalness of her. Her voice is amazing.
Hey, we got people taking the poll. I put a poll in the chat.
And so far, 100%
of people who are watching are joining us.
There you go. Okay.
Next up
is Sonia Ahmed. She's Pilates for knee pain, has strength, and keep pain-free, and she's going to use a mat, a window chair, TheraBands, and apply softball. But she did tell me if you don't have a window chair, she's going to give you options. So do not let the window chair scare you from not doing this one.
Right. So she's going to have options if you don't have the window chair, but this is a workshop. Okay. So this one is going to be a little bit longer. She's going to dig in, and there's going to be plenty of time afterwards for Q&A. Specifically to ask more questions about what she's teaching. You're going to love Sonia. She's also going live from the UK, but she's from Australia. So the accent might throw you off there. You're going to be like, what's happening? Especially after listening to Sam just before her. She is really focusing on the knees, knee strength, and being pain-free in your knees. So if you have anyone in your world like her dad, who, I mean, he's had surgery, but, you know, he's getting older. His knees are not what they used to be. This would be an amazing workshop, A, for you to attend if you're teaching people who are like that, or B, if you're experiencing this yourself, or drag someone in your family in and let them join you for this experience so that they can also benefit from, you know, maybe strengthening their knees in some way. Okay, next up.
Core from the floor up. So as I mentioned a moment ago, this is one of the ones where I actually told the teacher I wanted them to do a pelvic floor class, and that is Erin Donahue. She is a pelvic floor therapist.
This is a workout. Okay, so you might sense a theme here. We're alternating. Workout, workshop, workout.
So she is leading us through a mat workout. So I truly wanted it to be, no matter what your Pilates experience is, if you're brand new, this is for you. If you have experience, this is for you. Pelvic floor health is really important, and it's so easy for us to imbalance our pelvic floor. And you do not have to live with a little bit of leakage. It is not a thing that you should just get accustomed to. I don't care what your doctor said. It is absolutely possible to have an amazing pelvic floor even after children, even after an injury. And so we're really blessed to have Erin with us. So go ahead and read about it.
Yeah, so Erin is she's also going live from the East Coast, okay, but she'll be going live at 10 a.m. Pacific time. It's called Core from the Floor Up and Pelvic Floor Considerations. So this one is really popular. Everybody talks about the pelvic floor. We have a specialist for specifically that reason. The pelvic floor is the basement of your core and integral to your posture, your balance, and your stability. This workout focuses on coordinating the muscle groups with the core, with those that surround them in and within the framework of the classical mat order. Modifications to avoid bulging, diastasis recti, are given. Okay, so if that's something you're worried about, She understands that stuff. She will be taking that into consideration. If you're core curious or just tired of Kegels, then this workout is for you.
She's so funny.
I love it.
All right, then we have doing Pilates with Hypermobile with Mindy Westfall. So Mindy is an OPC teacher.
This is a workshop.
Yes.
This will be at 11:30 on Saturday, June 1st.
And she is going to, and again, there's replays, and she is going to be really, from her own experience, sharing like how she has had to work on connecting to her muscles with Hypermobile, because it's so easy to look like you're doing an exercise, but not actually be connected.
But you're cheating.
And that will cause injury over time, 100%.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, in fact, I think the thing that really scared me, being hypermobile myself, when I first started to do yoga, my teacher basically said, hey, you ever like walked around like a grocery store and you seen the older ladies with the big knobbly knees? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, that's because they've been hyperextending their knees for decades.
yeah.
And he's like, that ultimately is what turns into it. And I was like, oh shit, I don't ever want to deal with that.
I know. So tell us all about it.
All right, so doing Pilates with Hypermobile with Mindy Westfall. Hypermobility can change the way we experience and perform exercises in Pilates. Sometimes it means we cannot go all the way and need to hold back and find a different connection, right? So for all you perfectionists out there, you may actually be going past where you're supposed to be going. There are people with hypermobility with pain, and there are those without pain. In this workshop, we will go through the ways to get more stretch by adding more strength, keeping you more pain-free. This more strength is needed to really get the stretch because the joints are able to go beyond where they should, and I think that's the crux of it there. We will also cover the difference between hypermobility and EDS. So if you ever wondered what Ehlers-Danlos syndrome is, she's going to be talking about that. We will break down some of the exercises on the mat and the reformer just to make sure we're keeping all of your joints safe. This is a great workshop. It's going to be on the reformer and on the mat, and then afterward there's going to be plenty of time for Q&A so that you can really dig in. We can talk about instances you've seen with your clients. You can talk about instances that you may be feeling in your own body.
I'm gonna sneeze, and I'm trying not to really hard, but this is something that's really, I have, my teacher Jay said to me, he said, you know what your problem is your right elbow. My right elbow, and you'll see in the flashcards, you've seen on YouTube, it hyperextends. And I have to constantly keep that in mind, and it's harder for photos than it is when I'm moving, like when I'm holding versus moving. But I had to learn a new version of straight. So my arm is straight, it feels like it's 90 degrees bent. And that is really tricky for a hypermobile person working out. They're like, I have more room to go, but you don't. So it's really good for you.
Yeah, this is something I have to be particularly careful of because it might feel straight to me, but in reality, I'm way past straight. So my teacher always said, okay, everyone, you're gonna go straight, and then he would say, comma, except for you, Brad. And he literally would say that live in the classes, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Then we have the Tower Power Happy Hour with Lisa Osoteo.
T-O-P. Yeah, with Lisa.
Yeah.
This is a workout.
Workout.
Okay.
On the tower. You can obviously do it in a Cadillac.
Yeah, for sure. Lisa is a joy to be around. You are going to love just experiencing who she is as a human being, aside from the fact that she is an amazing Pilates teacher as well. So the Tower Power Happy Hour, want to play on their tower to discover how it can support and challenge us so we can feel more empowered in our Pilates practice? F yeah! Like I said, she wrote this. Bring yourself and your drink of choice. Mine will have bubbles as we mull over what the tower can teach us about Pilates and life in general, with requisite laughs in between, because that's how we roll, like a ball, in Tower Power Happy Hour with Lisa Osoteo. Hey, if you're just joining us live right now, let us know where you're watching from in the comments. I just threw up a poll. We are covering all of the amazing things that are happening next weekend, live and
We're
with
still
replays.
on day one right now. We haven't even gotten to day 2.
I know. Live and with replays for the OPC Summer Camp. Thanks for tuning in here. I'm Brad, if you don't know who I am. I'm married into this amazing Pilates world, but actually I'm your camp director. We're both camp directors here.
Camp directors.
We're going to be live on Camp Zoom with So Lisa's class is going to be, her workout's going to be so much fun. You're going to get to explore the tower. So
No,
you don't need a Cadillac, but you can do it on the Cadillac as well.
YouTube is forcing us to be in vertical right now, so you can't tell that we're sitting on a Cadillac. But we are. Yeah. Also because I put a blanket on this because I have dogs who jump on it. But like, we're on a Cadillac right now, so you could do your tower workout. Yeah. It's
true. But next up, we have, this will be at 3 p.m. It's a workshop again. This is going to be with Christine Cam Lynch. Control your control balance on the mat. Okay, so obviously mat, you're going to want, a mat.
Yeah, you want yourself. I think she also has some little props you can use.
Yeah, so TheraBand, pole, magic circle, if you're prepared with those, she's going to be covering those things. So obviously this is the control balance exercise. You've seen Lesley do this on the reformer or on the mat. We might, maybe we'll just do one on the Cadillac for kicks. I'm just kidding. We're not going to do that.
Well, there are things you could do on the Cadillac, but it's you wouldn't call them control balance.
You'd really have to hop to get that leg from the floor.
So you're thinking literally.
Control balance off.
I'm thinking like connectively. So the ballet stretches on the Cadillac actually to the back, or for the back leg are actually the control balance. Just saying. We can learn about that later. So this is a workshop. Christine Cam Lynch is amazing, and it's Cam. She said it yesterday online, and I was like, oh, I've been calling her Cam Lynch, so it's Cam Lynch. She is incredible teacher. I've been teaching for a really long time, and she's on OPC for a while, and people really love how she explains different connections. And so
especially for different body sizes. Christine is fun sized, we like to say. And she said, raise your hand if you sighed or groaned when you heard control balance exercises. Or maybe you usually skip it. Promise, we won't tell. Completely understandable, as it's the second to last exercise in the mat order, and even on a good day, it's a challenge. Or maybe you slay this exercise, but you want to learn more. Let's strip it down to the fundamental exercises that you most likely practice today, but just didn't see them as the building blocks to control balance. Let's check in to see how we can connect in those exercises using a magic circle, a TheraBand, or a pole as tools to help us along the way. Then we will be putting them all together in a workout, preparing you for control balance. So this is a workshop, but she's going to help you, prep for your workouts. By the time we get to the control balance, you'll be ready. Oh, sorry, she's doing a workout inside of this workshop to prep you for control balance.
Yeah.
Either way, to give the exercise a try or ready to try variations in the full expression of the exercise is not quite there yet, or be ready to build on any of the connections that you need for the next time you try control balance. Whatever adventure you choose, celebrate your movement today with me on the mat. So we love that. That's amazing. But last but not least, on Saturday evening, 5 p.m. Pacific, we're doing a workout with yours truly on the ladder barrel.
Me. So I love ladder barrel, and I think a lot of people will not purchase it for their studio or their home studio because it's a little bit big, it's a little bit awkward, and they're like, you do your ballets what you just want.
Here, I'll just go get one real quick.
No,
I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. They live in that room. And probably even on Saturday they'll live in that room. We'll figure it out. But the thing is, that one time I was in a studio that was probably not even 250 square feet, and I got stuck. The only thing I could get on was the ladder barrel, and I was stuck there for almost the full hour, the full session. And I was like, wow, this is actually a really great session. This is really, really nice. There's so much you can do on here. So it is strength and stretch on the ladder barrel, and I promise you at the end of the day, it's going to just open things up from being on Camp Zoom. It's going to help you find connections you need, and the ones you can take with you into day 2. So you do need a ladder barrel for this, although Tammy's like, I'm figuring out a way to do it with, I'm creating my own homemade barrel. And she's got a suitcase with some pillows on it. So I do think If you have a spine corrector, you probably could make half of this class or more happen with some creativity, but you'll need something that you can back bend over.
Yeah.
Day 2.
Well, if you're just watching us, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about OPC Summer Camp here. It's going to be next weekend, June 1st and 2nd. We're covering what workouts, what workshops are happening so that you know what you're in for, what you're in store for, especially if you're picking up the day pass for 56% off. You can just go check out, no coupon needed, it's already applied. And then let us know where you're watching from. Day 2, June 2nd, starting at 6:30 a.m. Pacific. We have a workshop.
It's a workshop that's going to help you with Pilates for pregnancy. So this is August, by the way, and he is like a bat. He just wants to be upside down.
August is our camp janitor.
Yeah.
He's
like
camp
mascot.
He's like our vacuumer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways, Katie Donnelly is the teacher for that. This is again another teacher. I was like, this is what I want you to teach, and it was really so that people could have autonomy over their own practice when it comes to their pregnancy. I think a lot of times, and also if you're a teacher, like you don't learn a ton about pregnancy and they tell you all the things you can't do. So as soon as someone tells you they're pregnant, you like go, none of these things they can do. And it's like, well, some things can be eliminated along the way versus like all at once. And also we need to prepare the body for delivery, but also beyond. Like I see, Katie and I talked about this on the live yesterday on Instagram, that people will like take a pregnant woman, like here's these like 4-pound weights. It's like their baby is going to be at least 7 pounds. So like and then it's gonna grow faster, right? So we gotta give you we gotta build that strength up. And so it's
so important.
It's a really great workshop that's gonna tell you how to eliminate exercises as your pregnancy continues, and then also how to add them in once you are post delivery. And so you'll want to start off with that. So Brian, go ahead and read that off.
Yeah, so keeping your Pilates practice strong through pregnancy and beyond with Katie Donnelly. You love OPC or sub Pilates there. You've got this whole filling your cup thing first down, and you know that 30 minutes of movement can turn any bad day around. But now there's a baby on board. That's when things are starting to hurt. You're no longer sure what's safe, what's not safe. You're scared of losing yourself and your routine to all the unknowns of pregnancy and postpartum, but it does not have to be this way. This workshop will add the right education to your already stellar knowledge of your body and self-care skills. At the end of this workshop, you'll know how to create a Pilates practice that will take you right up to delivery and beyond. And Katie...
Delivery and beyond!
Delivery and beyond! We're so excited because Katie has been, well, first off, she's a mom, right? She's done this multiple times, and she has been working specifically with prenatal and postpartum for the last few years. She really decided to dig in after her personal experiences, and we're fired up to have her because this is a topic that we get asked all the time with OPC. This is really exciting to have her join us.
It's really important to me. You'll notice with all of these different classes and workshops, it's so important to me that you have autonomy over your practice if these things apply to you. And if you're a teacher, it's so important that you see the possibility and where you can be effective in the workouts you do for teachers. So summer camp is for you if you love Pilates. Whether you're a teacher or not, everything is taught so that if it's about you, it's about you. But if you're a teacher, you can translate.
Yeah, if you just tuned in, I saw a bunch of you just hopped on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're covering OPC Summer Camp, what it is, why do it, what's in it for you, how to get to class, or how to get to Camp Zoom. We're going to be doing that next weekend, June 1st and June 2nd. Today we're just going through it, answering all your questions. Let us know where you're watching from in the comments right now. Just let us know. Chicago, LA, Philadelphia. I want to see where you're at.
Yeah, we're going through day 2s, but if you go to opc.me/events, you can see day 1s. And we are going to talk a little faster because I just saw what time it is.
Yeah.
And we have a client coming.
We have a client coming. Okay.
Happy Hips on the Reform with Yasmin. She is from Germany. She's an incredible teacher, and this workout was born out of the curiosity in her own practice about the back issue that she was having, and she was doing all this stuff to like strengthen her core and support her back, and then she's like, maybe it's my hips. And as soon as she was able to start opening up her hips and strengthening her hips, then her back stuff went away. So this is a really great workout with Yasmin.
Yeah, so are you struggling with tight hips? I do. Let's relax overworked muscles and wake up your hips, glutes, and legs with a 50-minute reformer workout which is designed to make your hips feel happy. Obviously, you'll need a reformer for this one. We're really, really excited to have Yasmin joining us live for that. 10 a.m. we have
on
Rachel
June 2nd,
Piper.
Pacific time. We have the Long Stretch Series workshop. So Rachel Piper is the queen of making things accessible, and
Yes.
she is showing how this series, a lot of people get it wrong, they make it about the arms, and she's really going to truly help you make it about your whole body, and she's going to give you options on the mat should you not be able to do it on the reformer yet, because maybe the version of the reformer is not an option for you. All right, so I'll read this while Brad's typing. The Long Stretch Series with Rachel Piper workshop. Are you ready to take a shot at the Long Stretch Series? Long down, up down, elephant, and long back. No, we aren't trying to make you dizzy here at OPC. We are just super excited about this workshop dedicated to the long stretches. Grab a foam roller, a chair, a mat, and an open mind. And of course, your reformer, because during this workshop you'll find creative ways to learn the Long Stretches series on and off the reformer. We'll go through each of the exercises one by one on the reformer and break them down, then we'll break them apart further and find the same work on the mat. Everything we do will help you have a deeper understanding of each one of the long stretches, so you know how to build your strength no matter where you are or what you have access to.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're just joining in now, we're covering OPC's summer camp coming up next weekend. I wanted to just stress this. If you can't join us live because you've got family events or something going on, there are forever replays for all of the events, okay? So the best deal is the day pass. If you are just looking at one, that's totally fine. You'll still have forever replay of that event. So go pick those tickets up now. Register for those events now, because today is the last day of the early bird. But they'll still be available all week up until we start. So the day pass is still where it's at. Okay, sorry, you were saying.
Oh, now we're at the workout. Power chair workout for endurance training. So this is for you if you, one, love a chair, or two, are doing some sort of endurance, like cardio activity that you want to build your strength up to. Megan Lauman is amazing. Also, she's a mom of 4, and she has 2 kids with special needs. And she is going to be attending both days live because she told her husband, I would like to attend both days live. Can you take care of the kids so I can do that? And he is.
Yeah.
So he's definitely making it so she can attend both full days live.
All right, this chair workout will help you strengthen and increase mobility to help support your favorite endurance training. While we will focus on running, this will be a great workout for the person who enjoys long walks, cycling, or just plain moving forward. We'll focus on glutes, hamstrings, and all the side muscles we need to initiate and control the movement of, and of course, the core. Be prepared, feel challenged, encouraged, and excited for your next run. So I love that. That's going to be on the Wonder Chair. I think she said that Wonder Chair it's a full.
It's a Wonder Chair workout.
It's a workout, so you'll definitely need a Wonder Chair.
You need a Wonder Chair.
All right, 1:30 p.m. We have a workshop.
Strength and bone building on the reformer with Tammy Adrian George. She has been in fitness for decades. She also has seen all the different ways people build fitness, and she is really, really proud to show you how your reformer and how Pilates can really build your strength and build your bones. And this reformer workshop is going to talk about the pyramid type of strength training and how you can do it on your reformer. So I will read this, moving things along. Everyone knows you can build longer, leaner muscles doing Pilates, but did you also know that Pilates happens to be a great way to increase your strength and your bone density? In this workshop, we'll take one of the best bodybuilding techniques, pyramid training, and we'll apply it to our reformer workout. How does that work?
That's cool.
Well, a little contemporary thinking to the classical method is all it takes. What is pyramid training? This is a long-time bodybuilder's regimen where you either increase the load, resistance, or you increase the number of reps in a particular exercise as you move through sets. There are many various variations in this type of training, and we'll explore a few options. Will I get bulky muscles this way? No. Gaining that kind of mass takes a lot more. You will, however, feel a great pump in your muscles. Join me and find out how to apply pyramid training to your reformer workouts, variety, challenge, and connections. Totally Pilates, totally OPC. So you do need a reformer for this, and there are replays. And if you're just joining, this is a June 2nd day. June 1st, you can see on opc.me/events. That's the day I'm teaching a ladder barrel workout. And there's also a tower workout on there, and there's a pelvic floor workout on there, and lots of other things. All right, then at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time, we will have Empower Map Resilience in Motion After Breast Cancer. This is Heather Ingram, and again, this is something I did tell her what I wanted, but I really wanted OPC to have this opportunity to meet women where they are in all parts of their life.
Yep.
And if you or someone you know has gone through breast cancer, This is a really great mat workout that you can see not only what's possible for your body right now, but what can be possible later.
Yeah, and Heather's qualified to teach this because she has.
Yeah.
This Pilates mat workout is designed for anyone who has experienced the impact of breast cancer, whether you're a survivor, thriver, or currently living in NED status like me. This session will offer variations and modifications to honor your body wherever it's at. Join me for this empowering workout to reconnect, rediscover, and reimagine what might be possible in your movement practice after breast cancer. You will only need a mat and are all welcome to use any small props you have or want to use. For example, TheraBand or leggings, weights, soup cans, a ball or a pillow, bolster or roll towel. And also Heather is just super thoughtful and so heartfelt. You are going to love connecting with her. That's going to be an amazing workout. We're really proud to have that as part of summer camp. Next weekend, we're talking about day 2, Sunday.
Yeah.
Finally,
last
but not least by any means.
It's a workshop, modifications for the back on the chairs with Lori Watson. This is her 3rd modifications workshop she's done for OPC. Obviously, we're working on the collection so that if you have back issues or you teach someone who does, you understand how to modify things without taking away the intention of the exercise, or just having them go through the motions, or you going through the motions without actually building the strength you need. So Lori Watson, by the way, she has a fusion, she has stenosis, she's been doing Pilates for decades, and she really is a modification queen when it comes to back issues. The chair can be a great way to get some movement in when your back isn't feeling its best. In this workshop, I'll show you some variations for common chair exercises. We'll be looking at the classical chair exercises to see how we can make them work with back injury, whether it's temporary or long term. You'll need to have access to a Pilates chair, window chair, baby chair, or armchair. Anyways, it's just gonna be awesome. You'll really understand how the chairs can support back issues, but also how to modify it for if you have them. And that is the lineup.
Woo!
2 days,
Amazing.
14 teachers, 7 workouts, 7 workshops. OPC summer camp, do not tell me I'll come next year. Next year will be, if we do summer camp, I don't even know. We don't even think that far ahead when it comes to these things. This is something that we're doing now, and it is to. And
there's also no excuse because you'll have forever access to the replay. So if any of these 14 topics, 7 workouts, 7 workshops were appealing to you, you should pick up a day pass.
Loves that there's forever access. There is forever access now. If you do join live, you could win a private Pilates session with me.
Yeah.
Which is super, super fun. It's a way to help you show up for yourself.
If you're brand new to Pilates, this is a great way to start picking specific topics. Also, we have plenty of other things that we can work with you on, to bring you into the world of Pilates. Lesley is, she's been teaching for many years, and she has a unique experience with her education. Her teacher is Jay Grimes. Jay actually was one of Joseph Pilates' actual students. Jay's really old right now.
He's gonna hate that you said that.
Yeah. We love you, Jay.
Not that he's watching, but he'll hate that you said that. He did love that people thought he's a pimp recently.
So so Lesley is passing along this information, and what we're doing with OPC is creating a platform and environment where we can bring people together in community, and especially being live like this is something that we love to do. We don't get to do it all the time on the OPC platform. That's why we're hosting Summer Camp Live, so that if you can join us live, it would be amazing. Plus, we've got a reason to join us live. We'll be doing a raffle for those who join live. Whether you're an OPC member already, we'll have a raffle for you, or if you're not an OPC member, we'll have raffles for you.
Yep.
So just come join us if you can, but if you can't, it's totally okay. We have forever access to those replays. Just go to opc.me/events, opc.me/events, and we'll be kicking things off next Saturday morning, June 1st, at super early in the morning. I think it starts at 6:30 a.m.
6:30 a.m.
Pacific.
So again, you can join live or you can watch the replays, but definitely buy them today while there's a savings on that day pass. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out in the comments below, or you can reach out to our team at opc.me/chat. If you're wondering which ones you should do based on the equipment you have, you can ask us. We're here to make sure you pick the right things for you for summer camp. Because if you do attend live, then you can actually connect with those teachers and ask them questions that apply to you, or if you're a teacher, to apply to your clients. So anyways, thank you all so much for joining us live. It means the world to us. We'll be live again next Sunday. Even though it's during summer camp, Brad is answering a question, so he'll hop, right? Is that what's happening?
When?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood, but we are live on Sundays at 9 a.m. and next Sunday we'll be doing summer camp.
Oh, next Sunday I will be going live on YouTube during summer camp, so I guess I won't be attending that workshop.
Yeah.
But yes, I'll be going live next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we answer your questions that you drop in the comments here on YouTube. If you're an OPC member, if you ask the questions in our members only community, you get your questions answered in that whenever you ask them. You don't have to wait for them to come up in the lineup. So thank you so much for subscribing to this channel, for watching our things, and I truly do hope if we've helped you in any way that you do attend summer camp, because it allows doing summer camp and doing OPC allows us to create free content for you on YouTube. So we really appreciate you checking out our live event and joining the community live and seeing what it's like, and you know, having some fun with your Pilates nerds. All right, loves, thank you so much. Have an amazing day.
Bye for now.